everyone, welcome back, and then we'll start with the question number 5, which is a typical figure where the maximum length is 60 and then the width is 40 and the height is 90. All these dimensions are already given to you. Here we have to take care of certain elements. Okay, so this height is not given to us, but the total height is given as 40. So, and the center would be again 30. So let us start with this figure. So first of all, we'll click on and set the units. Then I'm just selecting the top view for this. You can select the front view in order to make this figure. So I'm just selecting front view. After this, straight away start working on the lines, which is the very primary line. Before that, don't forget to set ortho on. Then click on the very first line, which is 60. So from this line, the vertical height is 90. So from the center part, what I would do is I'll draw a central line that would reach 90. So select the central part of this. You can see the triangle, and then make a length of 90. Okay. Make sure these two things are properly placed in order to avoid confusion. Okay, so from here, from the top, the central part is around 30. So I'll draw a line as a reference from the top till here, which is 30. So this would be an additional line. You have to delete this line later on. Now we'll start working on the central part of the circle, which is again 15. So R15. So I'll just choose center and radius method. So you have to choose the bottom part where you have made the 30. Okay, so from here it is 15. So I've just made the line. Okay, then delete this 30 line in order to avoid confusion. Then start projecting the vertical lines from here, okay, till 90 again. So from the same end line you just make 90. Okay, here with the same central line, the same center of this circle, delete this line not to avoid confusion. With the same central line, I'll just be making a circle because the radius of this is, the peripheral part is not given. So only one method that is left out is 2-point method. Okay, so click on the circle and 2-point method. So select a circle between these 2 points. Okay, but this is going away. We have to just adjust the center. So make a move option. So move this circle with respect to the center to the center of the previous circle, which is given to you. Okay, so this is how it's made. Then here only one thing you have to remember is how to find out the maximum height of this. Okay, so the maximum height, in order to just ensure what is the height of this, draw a line exactly at the center, then try to annotate with a linear dimensioning from here to here. It should show 90, else your question is technically wrong. Okay, here in my case it is showing very clearly it is 90. So we just delete this. Okay, then use trim command to trim off the excess lines. So select all the figure, okay, including these two vertical lines, give an enter. So trim off this region, the internal region, by selecting all the lines, right? So this line is also not required. Okay, okay, just to give an enter. Then delete the central line in order to avoid confusion. Okay, now this would look something like this. Okay, so switch back to the previous view, then use Ctrl Z for that. Now you have to project this with a thickness of around 40 mm, but here there is a block which is already 20 mm. So the one what you have to extrude is only 20 mm. Okay, but before that you have to extrude the internal circle, okay, to a larger distance. Okay, I'm just making it to 40 or 50 you could make. So this would look something like this. Okay, and then use the command join, then select all of the peripheral parts one by one except the circle region. Okay, then use region command in order to create a region out of it. Enter. Now what you have to extrude is the peripheral part, which is this one. So extrude this to 20, so towards this side. Okay, after this what you have to do is you have to just subtract this circle from the figure. Okay, this is the object which has to be subtracted. Give a click on that, give an enter from this object. So just to be careful, subtract command. So click on this object. From this object you have to subtract this one, so just click on that. So whatever region you will get is basically this one. Okay, so switch back to your 2D wireframe so that, okay, okay, then switch to the front view, click on the front view. Now you have to start drawing this one. Okay, you can do this in 3D also, it's not a problem, but preferably you do it in 3D because that will avoid confusion. So make sure the ortho is on. So the total block size is 20 cross 20 cross 20. So you have to make a line of 20 here, then followed by total length, which is again 60. Okay, and the vertical line of 20 here, then a horizontal line of 60. Okay, enter. So here you got one block which has to be extruded for 20 again. So use join command to join all these lines one by one. Enter, then create a region, then you just make a region out of it, after which you have to click on extrude. Extrude this region alone to 20, okay, towards outside. After this, which would look something like this. Okay, I'm just using conceptual drawing in order to make you understand. Then use the command merge or union, both are the same. Okay, so preferably union. Okay, now when you click it, it has become a single entity. So now you can just make the whole figure as a single entity, then develop a layout, then drop it here, front view, top view, then left side view, and then the isometric. Okay, make all possible annotations, okay, that were given in the figure. So use preferably linear. This end to this end is 90. Again you have to use dim style in order to avoid this, in order to make this precision to single value. Set current, close it, followed by you have few more annotations to make. So this length, okay, just have a look of the figure, whatever that has been given you can just try to make it. So this axial part is again 30. So from this part it is 30. Just have a look. From this region the central part should be 30. Okay. And you have to make the dimension for the rest of the things, that is the radius, which is of the circle, which is R15. Then in the top view you can visualize what is the total length, which should be 40. then followed by this length, which is 60. Okay, so that's all about this particular diagram.